Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Vulture Culture Podcast, the only podcast. Yeah, there's no other ones. Anyways, today's episode,
Yeah.
we are joined by
People are
Sirsplaysalot,
watching
Roxy
this.
Reviews, and Guy Who Exists, our very first guest.
Hello.
Our very first special guest.
Hello, everybody.
This is gonna be epic, like the movie Epic, with the dying
No.
fruit fly.
That movie wasn't epic.
What are you talking about? That movie was great.
I'm surprised that you even remember that movie.
I mean, to be fair,
I've seen it a lot, actually.
To be fair, all I remember is that a fucking fly just dies on camera.
Yeah, he was like, "When I grow up, I wish I could do more with my life."
Yeah. And then dies.
Yeah, I remember that.
Such a fucked up joke. Oh, man. Speaking of flies, you know what flies go on? Dead bodies. Because today we are talking about Plants versus Zombies. And zombies are dead people reincarnated.
Well, and
Jesus.
dolphins.
Oh, and dolphin. Yeah, there is a dolphin. There, but not the emulator. Not the actual cool dolphin. The annoying dolphins. Anyways, a lot of references I'm making today. Before we actually get into this episode, obviously, Guy Who Exists is joining us for this episode. So how are you doing today, Guy?
Actually, not that great.
Oh,
I took a long
Oh.
walk though. That was cool.
you did what?
I took a walk today. That was pretty cool.
Oh. Well, I mean, hey, that's good. Funny thing, my
I don't know, I think
Oh, damn.
no, keep going, keep going.
Oh, I was just saying
If
that.
I mumble something, then I'm just talking to myself.
Oh, you're good. We're recording this episode 4 days away from my birthday. Actually, we're recording this on the day that the Minecraft movie released. Fuck my birthday. It's almost a Minecraft movie, guys.
Somebody
Yeah.
a friend DM'd me last night saying that he saw the Minecraft movie, and he was like, "It was actually really good." And I'm like, "I don't."
Did you mean?
Hey.
Well, I'm waiting to judge for myself, of course. That's how I roll.
Okay, but like they literally played an unfinished version of it in theaters. That's how little they cared.
Yeah, no, I am genuinely convinced that no one cared in the entire the entire thing. No one cared.
I mean, if
Uh,
no one
the
cared about the
production
movie when it's
of the-
been made, it's simple as that.
it's gonna be epic
Yeah.
when I watch that movie. My sister actually texted me saying, "Hey, do you want to go watch the Minecraft movie?" And I was like,
Did you say yes?
No, I told her I'm busy this weekend. There's a lot of shit happening. So I was like, we can
Oh.
watch
Is that
it.
true?
What? That I'm busy this weekend? Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Oh, I was gonna say it'd be really funny if he just lied to get out of the Minecraft movie, because I absolutely would have done that.
No. No, I wouldn't lie about trying to get out of watching a movie. To be fair, I've shown a lot of my friends and family some pretty god awful movies unintentionally. So
What's the word for that disorder where you can't like talk to people without adding a bunch of unnecessary lies?
I don't know.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
Anyways,
Yeah, I was supposed to say, what isn't this the Plants vs Zombies episode?
yes, it is.
Oh yeah, Plants vs Zombies.
Yep. Well, obviously,
I mean, it's all right. I'm joking.
Shut up.
I guess we will start with talking about our history with Plants vs Zombies. As in, like, how did we first get introduced to Plants vs Zombies? And have we heard of Plants vs Zombies before we talked about it? I mean, I think pretty much all of us here has, at the very least, played through Plants vs Zombies a few times. But I could be wrong.
And if you haven't, you've at least seen the thumbnail of a YouTube video that goes like, "How Plants vs Zombies was ruined by capitalistic greed," with a crying pea shooter in the thumbnail.
Every single time.
Every single.
I have come across like 10 of those videos, all of them having the same
Oh,
thumbnail.
Sorry,
Damn.
Wait, that was
I
you?
already heard that.
Oh, you're good. I mean, we obviously have a whole lot to talk about, but I think with our history, we'll start with the guest Guy. You can kick us off, then we'll go me, then Roxy, then Sirsplaysalot, because that's the order I'm looking at right now. So I guess we can just go with that order. If everybody's okay with that.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. My history of PvZ. I'm gonna shorten this because it's pretty big. I first got introduced watching YouTube gameplay videos by like Zach Scott Games, RMF versus Games of PvZ 2, and I got into the series with PvZ 2, and I absolutely loved it. So eventually, I got the old mobile version of PvZ 1, and I haven't looked back since.
Wow. I mean,
I also got a few of the other games like Garden Warfare Heroes and yeah, no, I'm pretty sure those are the only two others that I played. But yeah, that's how I got into the series.
all right.
Through PvZ 2.
I mean, hey, I actually got introduced to a playthrough by one Mr. Nintendo Capri's son. He did a full playthrough of it on his YouTube channel, and then I was like, "Oh, I want to get this game." But at the time when like around that time, I didn't have any Wi-Fi where I lived, and I didn't have like a tablet or anything like that. So, but I did have a 3D. I did have a DS. So, my parents bought me a copy of Plants vs Zombies for the Nintendo DS, and then a couple like I want to say like not too long after when I got my Xbox. Obviously, this was back when PopCap actually wanted everybody to play their game instead of trying to hide it because Jesus PvZ.
Because PopCap.
Yeah, but
PvZ.
We won't talk about that here. But
No!
I actually beat Plants vs Zombies multiple times, including the Xbox 360 release, which I would still say is probably one of the best ports of Plants vs Zombies. Like, I mean, a lot of people would say like, "Oh, it's not as good as the mobile port," but I don't know, man. I mean, I like the Xbox port a lot, and the DS port's also pretty good. But yeah, that's all I really have to say about.
I think Game of the Year edition is the definitive way to play PvZ 1.
Yeah.
But the definitive way to play PvZ 2 is on BlueStacks, and that's all I'm gonna say. You keep going.
But yeah, that's how I got introduced to the crazy world of Plants vs Zombies. Roxy?
Oh, so in my own neighborhood, which is like a 5-mile drive from where my family lives now, not me because I'm in a college dorm, but you know, in my own neighborhood, like I knew somebody who was like I knew like somebody who was a year younger than me, by the way. I was a year older than all of my friends at that neighborhood, so isn't that fun? But so he was a year younger than me, and he had like an obsession with zombie media. Like The Walking Dead and stuff like that. Like he watched that and he was like 8.
Oh, I can't.
But and he was like, "Hey, you should play this game, Plants vs Zombies." And because my parents never allowed me to buy apps from the App Store that cost money, I played PvZ 2 before the first game. And I was like, "Hey, this is pretty fun." And then I got the DS version of the original. And I was like, "Hey, this is pretty fun, but also really slow."
That is one thing about
I'm gonna say that you're gonna hear that a lot from me in this video.
And now, last but certainly not least, Sirsplaysalot.
Oh, and then also
sorry.
like,
Oh,
and then yeah. Sorry.
Okay.
Did I accidentally cut in?
No, you're good. You're good.
yes.
On your turn.
Okay. All right.
Oh, now
yeah, you can go.
okay.
Sirsplaysalot. You go.
Okay, basically,
Yeah, I'll just say whatever later.
I was messing around with my DSi one day, going to the shop, and if I remember correctly, you bought games on the system through the DSi with points. I was looking for a new game to play because I was bored. I saw this random game called Plants vs. Zombies. And I decided to play it, and yeah, I was hooked. Like, play it so much. Of course, eventually got to play on my dad's iPad, along with PvZ2, which I was excited for.
Oh no.
Same for Garden Warfare, which I unfortunately couldn't play because all I had was a PS. I had a PS3, but I was mainly a Nintendo kid back then.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the PS3 had no games, so it's understandable.
Aside Metal Gear
Yeah.
Solid
As
4.
is tradition.
Aside Metal Gear Solid 4. The only game on the PlayStation 3.
Once again, as is tradition.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Ściągam Minecraft.
Aside from
Obudźcie się, ile dasz radę, okej?
Hold on 1 second.
all right, what was I? Oh yeah, DSi, iPad points. Yeah, and basically been part of the series ever since. Which first game especially is great. Even made it to my top 10 favorite games list.
Which you should go watch right now because it finally got fucking published. Oh my god, that was a hellish video to make. Anyways, I don't have anything else to say about that. Subtle plug.
It's out! It's finally out!
I'm free!
No, you know what it was?
free!
You getting the I was gonna say you getting it out. It was like the guy from the Hunchback of Notre Dame who goes, "I'm free," and then just immediately falls into
immediately falls into having to edit the fucking the FNAF video. Fuck.
I
Yeah.
was referring to the fact that the video wasn't even that it didn't even
that
export
too.
properly.
Yeah, don't remind me.
Yeah, and
Nah. Anyways,
where was
continue.
I? Oh yeah, yeah. One of my favorite games, PvZ1, made it to number 9, and that's all I have to say.
Alrighty. Well, since we got our history out of the way, we will now move on to the plants. The amazing plants of Plants vs. Zombies. What do we all... Like, we'll like, just kind of have this be open discussion. Like, we can bring up plants that we like. We can bring up plants we don't like. Because, trust me, there's a lot of plants I don't like in PvZ1. Or, like, 2 games.
Unbelievable.
There's some plants I don't like. I shouldn't say that I hate any of them. But there are some plants that I'm like...
There's some are definitely more useful than others.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's put it that way.
Plantern. Like, that's the one that immediately comes to mind. Well-
Chomper, yeah, obviously.
Chomper? Chomper ain't that bad.
Yes, Chomper!
Chomper ain't that bad. He ain't that bad. I mean, he's good on certain extents. I mean...
Yeah,
No.
he's good when
Well,
he's
you
in a
can use him a
conveyor belt
lot.
level and they don't give you much else.
Why you gotta do my bro dirty like that? He's so cool.
Okay, he has the coolest design, though. I'll give him that.
And he is a fan favorite for a reason, though.
There is one thing I do like about Chomper is the fact that PvZ... Like, they release plushies of it, and it looks so fucking weird. It's like the weirdest looking...
Hey, is it the one with the eyes? Because I remember I used to own that one.
Yeah, I owned it too. Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of.
I have a Vulture and Colonel Pult plush.
You know
Oh,
about
nice.
that old design of Chomper where he had like the Chad chin?
The chat,
No.
man.
No?
The chat.
Send it in chat.
Oh, goodness.
You don't know about
But there's also certain plants like that are just absolutely busted. The one that I normally think of the most is like...
Cattail, Pushroom, Wintermelon, Cob Cannon.
Yeah, I mean, you basically said a lot of them.
Off the top of my head. Honestly.
Boom Shroom, if you didn't already say that.
I mean-
I think I did, I don't remember.
Doomshroom's good. It's just also... You do lose its space when you use them.
No, I
But-
said
But only
Boom Shroom.
temporarily.
Oh, fume. My bad. There's one other plant I
Oh,
really
yeah.
like, and that was
Gloomshroom?
not only Gloomshroom, but winter melons are really good. They're worth the price in
Not
my
that one.
opinions. Yeah, winter melons are good. Melon pulps are good on their own, but like winter melon really does help because it spreads the ice effect, even on zombies that are just submerged in the water or underground. Well, I think the ones underground, obviously, they would count, but they wouldn't count because they're not getting hit at. But yeah, those are good. Magnet Shroom's good. But there's like also just okay. One thing I do like is the fact that like you can't use all the plants at once. Cause like I played Balloon Tower Defense here recently, and I do like balloons. It's a good game. It's just you can basically have all the plants that you need, or all the towers that you need. You don't have to strategize with them. You just bring them with you if you want, which I really I like in that game specifically because a lot of people compare Plants vs Zombies to a game like Balloon Tower Defense because they're both tower defense games that uses
Even though they work in like opposite to each other.
exactly.
Oh, because Plants vs Zombies has lanes in.
Instead of a lane.
Yeah.
I remember one of those like brutal Kaizo difficulty mods actually included a traditional tower defense minigame.
Mm-hmm. And there's something else too that, I mean, this is one thing about Plants vs Zombies plants that I really like is the fact that they really just fall like the main attacking plants fall into three types. You got the projectile, or well, okay, no, there's two types of those, which is the insta kills or you use your like or the projectiles. There are some that are like spike weed where they're in the ground.
Well, no, I mean, you could also categorize them by straight shooters or lobbers, but I guess
Yeah.
that's more of a PvZ2 sensitive thing.
Yeah.
That's a
Because in
content.
PvZ1, like it sometimes helps with zombies like newspaper, ladder, screen door. I think that's all of them.
There's another.
But for the most part, it doesn't really. Are you sure?
I could be completely wrong.
No, I don't remember.
But yeah, there's also just, in my opinion, like with Plants vs Zombies 1 specifically, with all the plants that you use in the game, they really do stand out. Like a lot of them stand out from each other. But then there's some that are like, oh, it's this plant, but 12 times better. I mean, do we dare bring up? Yeah, like repeater to pea shooter, or which I get.
Well, no, at least repeater. Listen, repeater to pea shooter isn't really a good, isn't a good comparison because repeater is literally just two pea shooters mashed into one, so it's not exactly better because it isn't a direct upgrade in the same way Grape Shot is over Cherry Bomb in PvZ2.
Oh, but it takes up less space on your lawn, though.
Yeah, but it costs 200. That's the trade-off. That's the design of the plant.
There's also
That's the genius behind it.
The genius.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying you can use it to basically compress more pea shooters into your lawn.
Yeah.
But I guess another example I could make is I almost said cherry bomb. The whole like zombies that have to go after the balloon zombies during the fog levels. Like you have them, and then you get like Blover like not that much later, and then it's
Cactus.
and then you get
I love how they
Cactus
give you Cactus. They give you Cactus in like level, I think 2 or 3. I don't remember exactly. I'm a fake fan. And then you don't have to use him.
Yeah, you don't.
Because they give you Blover immediately, and if you saved up enough money, you'll have enough for Cattail, which completely nullifies Cactus' existence.
Mm-hmm. Like completely, but not only just that. It's like other than just you get cattails. It's not only just that. It's the fact that you don't even really need anything for the balloon zombies other than cattails or Blover, and Blover is only like yes, you have to use them more, but like at the very least, I'm trying to think how do I describe this. At the very least, when you use him, or you use cattails to the extent, like, or sorry, Blover. My God, I am fucking up hard. When you use Blover, like it gets rid of the fog and the balloon zombies. So it completely nullifies both Planterns and Cactus. Which I get, that's like the trade-off, but it's like, do I want to spend technically the 175
50.
sun? Or do I
50.
want to... What?
50. What? Cactus
No.
is 125 and Planter is 25.
Yeah, you use it'd be 175 because you have to plant 2 of them to get full coverage.
Oh, okay. In that case, I thought you just couldn't count.
No. Complete. Just I can't count. That's funny.
Is that why we're recording this episode right now?
No, actually, we are all cut up. We're all caught up.
Wait, really?
This is
You guys
episode
did
9.
episode.
Yeah, we finally
You
broke
guys
the
did,
curse
wait,
and recorded
you guys did episode 8?
7.
You guys did episode 8 recently?
Yeah, we did it Wednesday.
Oh,
I know, crazy.
all right.
We actually did it in
Oh.
order. Congratulations! Yeah.
What?
I know, it's crazy.
Absolute cinema.
Absolute
Anyway.
cinema.
Moving
But-
on.
I was gonna bring one more thing up about, like, okay, other than just that, like the sun-producing plants. Okay, question: does anybody use sunshrooms over
In the night
sunflowers?
levels.
Yeah, in the night
No, I
levels.
In the
just
night
use
levels.
sunflowers.
But, like, there's no reason to use it outside of the night levels.
I mean, I don't even know if I use them during the night levels either. I'm trying to think.
Unbelievable.
Like I just never thought of a
Sun-
use for them. I'm sorry.
Sun production is, like, 3 times slower at night with sunflowers alone.
And yet I could still beat through the entire game without it.
I mean, yeah, the game's pretty easy, but, like, come on.
I do feel bad, but I mean that's why I'm just like, I didn't really use them in my runs. Like the more recent run that I did, I don't think I used them. Maybe I used them once. No, I don't think I even
Bro.
used them once. I mean, not dissing
What the
them.
hell?
Damn, this is sad. I didn't even think about it. But I mean, you
It
can't.
feels bad now.
I feel bad. I should have at least used the little homie once.
Man, it's too bad we couldn't. It's too bad we didn't do this for April Fool's Day, because then we could have just put a crying pea shooter in the thumbnail.
how Plants vs Zombies got ruined.
Hey,
Plants
Ro-
vs Zombies ruined my life and gave me a cocaine addiction.
Plants vs. Zombies 3 ruined everything.
Oh God.
6 hour video.
Yeah.
You see that trash can back there? Yeah. That's not how trash cans work. You don't just leave it on the curb. You put it on the sidewalk. Dipshit. Who wrote this? Like literally that would just be the entire episode of us doing that shit. Oh God. It would be absolute
That's-
cinema, but anyways, sorry.
Ugh, maybe
More
one
like
day.
absolute cinema.
What? What did you just say?
Absolute cinema.
Ass cinema. Anyways,
Well, to be
Okay,
fair
whatever.
for that.
Moving on.
Okay.
I was gonna ask what's everybody's favorite plant, like, that they use in the game. That they ever used. We'll start with Guy and then go down to Sirsplaysalot. Unless you want to
Cobb.
pass. Oh, sorry.
Either Copcan or Imitator. Yeah, no, probably Copcan. Imitator, looking back, isn't all that useful. Which is probably sacrilege to say, but he still asked here. But Cop Cannon, like, it takes 700 sun to build up, yeah, but renewable cherry bomb.
Mm-hmm.
I rest my case.
Nah,
Move
I
on.
mean, that's valid. Mine's probably Cat.
You know who else is a renewable cherry bomb?
Oh, no.
Oh,
Mom. That just reminds me of that song, Cherry Bomb! That song. I don't know if anybody's heard that song.
The
cherry
one that was
bomb
in
from.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Hang on. You're telling. Hang on, cherry bomb, like from Hasbin Hotel.
Yo, when are we gonna do a Hasbin Hotel episode?
Oh, God.
That should be the episode we get Trevor for.
No!
You guys should get
I mean,
Vivian
Lawrence
Madrano
does-
for that.
Does he not? So,
I mean, yeah, but like,
actually, it would be. The Toy Story episode sounds like a better deal for Trevor.
if
That,
you ever playing to make an Owl House video, I'm sure he'd be down.
Yeah, that too.
you want to talk about the Owl House? Oh my gosh, guys. I'd be like...
Dude,
oh,
Trevor's gonna get really mad at me if we do a Hasbin Hotel video with him.
oh. Thank goodness I,
mean-
haven't rewatched Hasbin yet.
I mean, we might.
Okay, anyway, we're getting off track.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, my favorite plant, probably cattails, out of all of them. Cattails is just an infinite, like, I played through Zombotany, where I kind of challenged myself to only use, only use cattails as the main attacking plant, while I also use potato mines as just a small instance, along with a little
You
help
want
from
to actually, you want to know something cool about Zombotany that makes it infinitely more fun to play?
What?
Peas go over mushrooms.
Wait, they actually go over mushrooms? I know they go over.
They go over mushrooms. They go over sunshroom. They go over puff shroom. That's all the ones I tried, but it's enough to beat the mini game with as much fun as you can have.
I know. Sorry, mine was Zombotany 2. That's the one I use it for, not the first one.
Yeah, Zombotany 2 also works,
Yeah.
but I recommend having Cattail for that one as well.
Yeah.
Just be sure to also bring Tango Kelp because Gatling Pea is the merciless killer.
Luckily, I was able to do it. I just mostly had Squash and Potato Mine to be like the main one to take those guys out. And I also placed the sunflower in the water with the cattails, and then I put 2 tall nuts at the end with pumpkins on the cattails. Anyways, Roxy, go right ahead.
Squash.
Hang on.
You know, Squash is my favorite plant in the original game. I think he's funny.
Oh, he is. He's hilarious.
Oh my god, I just remembered this one fucking Twitter post. Hang on.
Oh, goodness. Don't tell me it's what I think it is. Oh, no. I feel like I'm... Oh, God, hold on.
Roxy, come look at this.
Wait, is it the Angry Pumpkin? Oh,
No.
it is.
Hold on, I'll read it. If it's reading, I'll read it off. Our one true crush since 2009, and it's fucking... it's a fucking picture.
This is from the official account, by the way.
Oh my god, I didn't even fucking notice. What?
Wait, do they still have the 15th anniversary They still have the 15th anniversary profile picture? Come on, move on.
Move on. It's been
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
let it fester and boil inside you.
Oh man.
Heed my words, Popcat. Don't let it go.
Anyways,
Ugh.
since we are since Sirsplaysalot still hasn't said his favorite plant, let's hear it.
I haven't really thought of it till this podcast actually, but let me. You know what? Call me a basic bitch all you want. It's Sunflower. She's cute.
I mean, I guess that's fair. I mean, I'm not gonna call you a
I'm
bitch.
not gonna lie. My first thought when you said that, and especially after you said she was cute, I remember seeing one of those memes where it was like the one where Squidward sees Skrillium and his face droops. It was like me when I'm gonna try. It was really absurd. Probably not even appropriate to mention, actually, now that I think about it.
I mean, hey, it's not my family members watching it. It's not my grandma, so don't worry about it.
Back to Sunflower. She's cute, perfectly functional, and a great singer.
Yeah, no, that's...
Oh yeah.
And, yeah, let's not forget she gave us the banger that is Zombies on Your Lawn.
We will talk about the music here in a bit. Do we have anything else we want to bring up about the plants, or are you guys ready to move on?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
At a certain point, this is especially in the fog levels, it starts to feel like the game only invents zombies for the sake of having plants that counter them, rather than do anything other than counter that one specific zombie.
Magnet Shroom counters like 10 different zombies. What are you talking about?
I don't know. Magnet Shroom is great. Magnet Shroom is honestly one of the best.
Unless you're talking about Split Pea, in which case, yes.
I'm talking about Split Pea, Cactus, Blover, even Starfruit, since he shoots backwards.
I would say Starfruit is a little bit better, because at least with Starfruit, he not only is he can shoot on one. Like, he shoots on all 5 rows, just depending on what's happening.
Hey, wait, does Starfruit's... Hey, guy, does Starfruit's mini-game remind you of anything?
I fucking hate Starfruit.
Oh, Why don't
Let
you
me
like
think.
No, I'm
Does
just saying
it-
because the name of his minigame is.
Ah!
What happened, Roxy? Did you just kill our fucking guest?
What was that?
I gave it as a
No,
heart.
I just got it what you're fucking talking about. Oh, it's because Seeing Stars is the name of a hell of a boss episode.
Oh my god.
Oh.
I thought for a minute
Oh,
it
I
was
thought it
like,
was called. From what I remember, I thought it was called Shooting Stars. It was like
No,
I
it's
can really
Seeing
make a wish right
Stars.
now.
Seeing
We
Stars.
I thought
pretend
that's
that
what you were
airplanes in the
referencing.
night sky are shooting stars.
I thought that's what you were
I can
referencing.
really use a wish right now.
Yeah,
Wish right
wish
now.
right now.
Wish right now. Hey, Roxy, remember that one that drawing I made of you in that meme?
Oh
Yeah.
my god. Okay, so since do we have anything else? Like, I mean, I guess to kind of bring up what Roxy was talking about with like
Oh,
specific
yeah.
plants.
Yes. Yeah, at a certain point, some of the plants just feel like they were made just to reach a certain number of plants. Like, okay, I mean, imitator I'm fine with since I actually like that idea. But then there's also like fucking gold magnet.
Well, the idea of I feel like the idea of gold magnet is like,
Even if you're a diehard Plants vs. Sorry.
oh no, go ahead. Go ahead. You're good.
I was gonna say, even if you're a diehard Plants vs. Zombies fan, you can't fucking defend him.
I mean, you can if you
Yeah,
want.
especially since even though he like obviously his inclusion is stupid and obviously there just because of character quota, he doesn't even work. Picking up the coins manually is just more effective because it takes 5 years to magnetize a coin.
I guess that's also a fair point, but I feel like it's kind of more like idle shit, which I know Plants vs. Zombies is not an idle game and it never claims to be, but that's how I kind of took it.
Oh no!
Son of a bitch! I pressed the wrong button.
I thought for a minute
What
you were just
happened?
like, I thought you were leaving.
No,
because-
no,
because
no, 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 no. Ignore that. Keep on, keep
Okay.
keep going.
But the zombies, or not the zombies. I get why people don't like magnet shroom. I feel like it's more just used as like a idea that it's a
People don't like magnet shroom?
or not. Sorry, not magnet
You
shroom.
mean
Gold
gold
magnet. Gold magnet, not magnet shroom. I do like magnet shroom. I think magnet shroom is probably one of the best plants. The only troubles I have with it is that if you plant like a row of them, and there's multiple zombies with metal, including the digging zombie, you would at random points, like whenever he loses his pickaxe, which can be like right in the middle of your lawn, the magnet shroom could accidentally pick it up, causing him to sprout out a little too early and start eating your defenses.
I feel like that only really happens in like Survival Endless.
Yeah, that's the only
Yeah.
time, really. Yeah,
Yeah.
but it does happen. That's why I just brought it up. But I mean, yeah, I do like magnet shroom. I think magnet shroom's a good one, especially on when you're actually in the levels instead of, or like whenever you're playing like the actual adventure mode and not survival endless. I don't really think I use magnet shroom all that much in survival endless, to be fair.
Man, Magnet Shroom is such a cool addition in a game where like half of the enemies use metallic tools. Sure would be weird to put him into a game where like none of them do.
Yeah,
Mhm.
magnet. Like
Yeah.
for the magnet stream is so cool. Wish that magnets were real.
Oh, that's great. Which man?
Sirsplaysalot could literally live on a magnet.
How do they even work?
How do they even work?
Magic, probably.
You see, it's called science. Something a magic person wouldn't understand. I don't know.
Where are we going with this?
I don't know.
It's called science or play a lot. Something you wouldn't understand. I don't know.
Right.
All right. Well,
Moving on.
since we were talking about plants, I think it's about time to talk about the other half of the name, zombies.
Versus?
No.
No.
We could talk about versus later, though. Maybe.
That's the middle name, okay? This is middle name.
That's the middle name. That's not what we don't. Well, actually, I get called by my middle name. Anyways, that doesn't matter.
Moving on.
Since zombies do play a big part, does anybody have any zombies that they would say they hate? Because I mean, I feel
Yes.
like there are.
Yes,
In the
the blue
first-
zombie.
in the first game.
I mean- At worst, I find them annoying, but still manageable to deal with.
All right. We guess we could just go down the line again. Who's your least favorite zombie then?
Looking at a list right now, maybe like. Okay, no, definitely basket. Is it basketball? Yeah, I think basketball zombie.
The catapulter?
Yeah, catapult zombie. God damn it, that's what it's called. You know what I mean.
Yeah, I know.
That guy, I don't know. I think his family must have been killed by sunflowers or something.
He is a nuisance. I guess my least favorite zombie would be. If I had to pick one, honestly, probably the mining zombie. Like,
Digger.
yeah, the digger zombie. I don't really.
With a D.
Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of digger zombie because I think he's just kind of one of those zombies where if you don't like, I mean, he's easy to counter because normally what I do is I put gloom shrooms in the back to deal with them, and then I go on about my day like it's normal. But sometimes, man, he really can fuck up your shit. Like, pretty fucking.
He only exists to force you to waste a character slot.
To an extent.
So it's a good thing he doesn't appear outside of fog.
And that's why Balloon Zombie is my least favorite as well.
Alternatively, you could just put Sunflower on your second row and put Puff Shrooms on your first row. So then Cattail, kills him before you can get to your Sunshrooms. Or Sunflowers in Carolyn's case.
Yeah, in my case.
You could do that. That's what I did.
I mean, yeah, cattails also deal with them, yeah. But so you don't like balloon zombies, Roxy? You got anything?
Yeah, because once they feel like they only exist to force you to waste a character slot by bringing Cactus or Blover.
All right.
Cattail.
Yeah, Cattail also does that. All right, Sirsplaysalot.
Oh, me?
Yep.
Let
Who's
me
your
look up
zombie?
the list. I guess would be looking up the proper name. Bungee Zombie.
Oh, the Yeehaw guys.
Yeah,
I actually like Bungee Zombie.
Yeah.
steals your plants if you're unprepared and drops the zombies in the middle of a lane with no defenses. It's like, how is that fair?
Hey, you want this? And then it just immediately falls in.
God. Even the game devs knew that everyone would hate Bungie zombies.
Yeah, it's like
How else do you explain the dialogue for 5-5?
No, you're really gonna
they
hate
just
this
show up out of nowhere. Like, hey, like I know Markiplier said this, but hey, how's it going? You want to win? Too bad.
Yeah, that's definitely how.
When do you say that?
He said that towards like Mangle and his FNAF 2.
Oh!
Good callback.
Yeah.
But all right. Well, any zombies that we really want to discuss, like that we
I actually want to defend Bungee Zombie.
okay.
Sure.
How?
So Bungee Zombie, I actually think is a cool addition because, yes, I know that in order to counter it, you have to waste a seed slot with Umbrella Leaf. But here's the thing. One Umbrella Leaf also counters the catapult gas, so it's not completely useless outside of Bungee Zombie. But in addition to that, I just think it's cool since you're in the later game, and since this is a really easy game anyway, so it doesn't fucking matter. They decided to make it more difficult by having the zombies able to remove some of your plants that are more dangerous towards them in the back anyway. Because otherwise, the zombies have to get up and approach, and if you have something like Wintermelon, there's no way they're going to be able to do that.
There also aren't. I guess it does also kind of suck because like you would have to bring Umbrella Leaf on certain occasions, where it's like it would be annoying. I'm just trying.
So yeah, that's my defense of Bungee Zombie. I'm not saying he isn't annoying, but I do say he is a good idea from a game design perspective.
Okay, well, any other zombie? Gargantuars. A lot of people hate Gargantuars, but I think Gargantuars are pretty cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Gargantuars are awesome in PvZ 1.
PvZ 2, on the other hand.
PvZ
Inflation.
2,
There's also the
They
disco
inflated the
zombie.
Gargantuar
It's
economy.
also
Oh,
pretty cool.
Disco Zombie, I'm kind of sad that they don't have the mic. I get why they don't, because when PvZ 1 was releasing, Michael Jackson unfortunately passed away from, I can't remember. Wasn't it an
something.
I think it was an overdose.
Didn't he overdose
I think.
on like medicine or something?
Something like that.
Not even drugs, medicine.
Medication, yep. Weirdly enough, same thing happened to Elvis, but, because people were making fun of him for being fat, but we don't have to talk about that. Anyways, yeah, Plants vs. Zombies, Dancing Zombie, they're cool. I definitely have my fair share of struggles with them, though, when they bring in the backup dancers from the dead. You go, oh god, how am I going to survive this? And then they normally go away. They're also really cool when you actually hit them with the Hypno Shroom. I love doing
I was
that.
about to say, just trust in the Hypno Shroom to take them out.
Yeah. Which that's also,
Be the Hypno Shroom.
that's also a plant I do not really use that much. I don't really use Hypno
I
Shroom.
use him a lot. I like his design.
The design of Hypno Shroom is pretty cool.
Hypno Shroom has the coolest design, but
Yeah,
not
Mushroom
very-
has a good design, but he's like F tier. You use him for like one level to deal with football zombies and maybe to get the Disco is Undead achievement, and never again because he's way too cumbersome to use.
However, he still has a better kill streak than Chomper.
Oh,
Good point. Good point.
Poor Chomper. This is bullshit. I will
Speaking
not
of
say-
actually,
oh god.
I actually looked up how long it takes Chomper to stop fucking chewing. 42 seconds per zombie.
Hey, Chomper, you realize you don't have to eat the zombies if they're about to eat you. Just fucking bite their heads off or something.
Just bite their
This
heads
is
off and
your
spit
meal.
them out like
Really
just
savor
bite,
it.
just bite their heads off and spit them out like Snappy.
No.
Didn't they even change Chomper in PvZ 2 to where he does just bite a bunch of zombies before he actually
He
eats
bites
one?
too, but like you know,
Oh, man.
Still an
he has a bigger stomach now. I guess he just lost weight or something.
poor Chomper. I don't want to dog on poor Chomper today.
Yeah, but I want to.
No.
Dude,
I'm about to dunk this bitch.
Leave
Chomzilla,
Chomper
though, from
alone.
PvZ Heroes.
Leave Chomper alone.
Chopper fucking sucks in PvZ Heroes.
No, I said
Leave Chomper-
Chompzilla from PvZ
Oh.
Heroes, though.
Oh yeah, Chompzilla.
Oh, there she goes. Go, Chompzilla!
Man, I feel bad for Chomper. Oh, was that a Phineas Ferb reference? Sirsplaysalot?
No, that was the Blue Oyster Club reference.
Oh, okay.
The Godzilla song.
My bad. Anyways, other than dogging on Chomper, let's go back to the main point of zombies.
Oh yeah, zombies. I forgot that's what we were talking about.
Don't
Uh,
It's been a crazy day, honestly.
I guess, should we talk about the main zombie? Zomboss.
Oh yeah, Zomboss.
Zomboss is such a cool idea.
He's a pretty fun fight.
Okay,
Yeah.
I mean, in most cases, I would be mad that the final boss comes out of nowhere in a game, but in this case, I think it's really funny because the zombies just leave like crudely written notes, and then you just have like a imperfect grammar with cursive writing.
Homeowner, you have failed to submit to your rightful claim.
Yeah.
Pomona.
I don't remember the full thing, but I remember the first sentence.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, once again, he comes out of nowhere, but that's so funny, I don't fucking care.
I think what I would say is, like, unlike, say, a game like an RPG, like, I know it's weird I'm bringing this up, but stick with me here. When you play, like, a game where it's, like, the main villain, like, because, honestly, I bet when many people first play through Plants vs. Zombies, they don't even think that there's going to be, like, a big final boss.
I mean, this game isn't exactly built for boss fights. It's tower defense.
Yeah, exactly.
What are you gonna do? Just have one big zombie that goes down the lane? I hope they never do that.
Yeah, like, that's... that's the thing. It's like, oh well, how would they ever do a boss? Because like most of the time when you're playing through Plants vs Zombies, like the main final level of the main world that you're on, it goes to it's like a survival, and like it's like see how long you can survive on a conveyor belt, and then like that's it for like the main final levels of the worlds. But then like you get to the point where it's that fucking note, and then people would just raise an eyebrow and be like, what the fuck?
Well, each world of the game like introduces like a big menacing zombie that while not a boss fight is kind of like a mini boss
to an extent.
Dolphin
like you have
Riders.
the zombonis, you have the football zombies, you have
Yeah.
the disco dancers.
I fucking hate Dolphin Rider, and I just remembered that. He's so fast!
Dolphin Riders is easily another annoying one, especially on like...
I mean, especially since, they literally introduced Gargantuars 2 levels before Zomboss. Circling back to that, sorry if I'm interrupting.
You're good. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
keep going.
Oh, I was just saying that another thing I like is the fact that when you're dealing with these zombies, they're not... Like, with Dolphin Rider, it's always like, you roll your eyes and you're like, oh, here we go. We gotta fucking... we gotta deal with this guy.
Okay,
But, like...
I will say this. I like that he and Balloon Zombie have audio cues.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God.
Yeah.
I mean, so does...
That dolphin sound used to terrify me. It's still like... Not exactly triggers a trauma response, but it makes me seize up.
All I can think of is, when I hear it now,
the
is
zombies
SpongeBob.
I was gonna say the zombie. He's not actually making dolphin sounds. He just enters and it's like.
Yeah. he comes in. He's like, you just hear in the background just, fuck, and just immediately gets right into it because I mean, Dolphin Rider is, like, I mean, I feel like Dolphin Rider does not take care of his dolphin, but that just might be me.
Well, no, I mean, obviously not. The dolphin is also a zombie.
Yeah. It would make sense why the dolphin would be salty. It lives in the ocean.
Nah,
I mean,
nah.
dolphins.
Also, yeah, dolphins are fucking pure evil.
That would make sense. The zombie dolphin is actually not a zombie. It's actually just
It's just a regular old dolphin.
Just a regular dolphin living its life.
Well, no, the dolphin's also a zombie.
I know, I'm just making a joke. Anyways,
Oh yeah, the almanac is really funny, by the way.
we'll talk about the
you
almanac
should.
here in just a second.
Yeah, later.
I want to bring up the zombies because I think that, or Zomboss, sorry.
Yes, on boss.
Zomboss is so, not only just the fact that like the only first time you ever really hear about him is like right before you fight him. That's the only time, and I like that because in FNAF world, I know I got to bring this up, but. Hold on, no, this is actually a good reason. The reason why I got so mad at the fact that you don't even really know who the final boss is until you get up to it is because in most games like that, you would want to at least know what are you building up towards. Like, what are you trying to do? While Plants vs. Zombies is pretty simple. It's pretty simple. You're just trying to survive a zombie onslaught. Unlike in FNAF world, you don't even know what the fuck... Like, all you know is that you're just doing this one thing. That's why that boss... Like, to me, that's why
it's not real in animatronica!
Well, here's the thing. Which boss are you talking about? Security, Anim Dude, or Chica's Magic Rainbow?
Anim Dude.
In that case, I bring you 8-Bit Fredbear, who literally mentions the Puppet Master, like, every time you meet him.
That's through a specific thing. That's like hearing about the final boss through a side quest. Like, it's still not...
Still there, though.
Yeah, but it's like barely there. It's not even like it's only mentioned once. Like
It's
and he's
not
even by the name. Oh well, I don't know. I haven't really done the clock ending because I don't really care about FNAF World. Anyways.
Oh wow, you're telling me you didn't replay FNAF World before this? I can't believe it.
I should have just made this claim way better. Should have just done that. God, damn, moron.
Anyway, moving on.
Anyways, okay, but yeah, that's why I like Zomboss so much.
Faker bitch than Caroline right now? I don't think so.
I am a pretty fake bitch. I can't deny. Anyways, FNAF World's... sorry, oh my god, now
FNAF World? God damn it!
No, what have I done to myself? Oh God.
Episode 11, FNAF World.
No, don't worry. That will be a fucking episode 2. Damn it! To be fair, it's an episode about FNAF World all the way up to UCN. So. Yeah,
Oh,
they definitely
alright.
will.
Well, that's a lot of games.
Yeah. But
Actually, never mind.
anyways,
We are completely off the rails.
Anyways, one thing that I do like about Zomboss is the fact that, like, his appearance, like, you see him and then you're like, oh my god. And also, I love how you don't even see what zombies will be coming until, like, the actual fight gets going. You know? Like, they bring every zombie, it feels like. I think the only zombie they don't bring is Digging Zombie.
And
Yeah,
Dolphin.
no, I feel like... Yeah, no, I think he spawns everyone but Digger Zombie.
Yeah, I think the reason... I don't even know if Digger Zombie is even allowed on the roof. Because how would that
How would
work?
that even work?
Yeah.
Yeah, at that point, they might as well already be in the house, and you lose.
I mean, yeah. Do you guys remember? Have you guys ever seen that meme of Digger Zombie on the roof, and it's just him like levitating across the ceiling?
By the way, I just want to point out how fucking durable is that roof?
Pretty fucking durable. Like, I mean, it supports a megaton robot up there. A megaton? More like a metaton. Okay.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay, here it is. I found it.
Alright, hold on. Let me take a peek at it.
Make sure they did that in the video.
Put that in the video, yeah.
Oh my god.
Wait, I just realized, what the fuck is this loadout? Repeater and Snowpea on a roof level?
Yeah, why
Is he stupid?
Is he stupid?
Oh, it's so dumb.
I like that his face. I like that he's not even upside down because the top of the helmet is showing.
Okay, well, I think that we pretty much explained our zombies. I don't know if anybody else has anything specific they want to say about the zombies.
There's a zombie on a pogo stick.
Oh, pogo zombie.
Yeah.
A pogo stick.
Yeah, I think that the fact that so many of the zombies use metal tools in this game is, well, one, it makes sense given the setting, but also it allows for a great synergy plant-wise with Magnet Shroom.
Yeah. Pogo zombie, Pogo party. Oh man, I
Okay,
don't know how many times I lost.
so while I've said before that some of the plants feel like they were made to counter one zombie, and some zombies were made just so that there would be a plant that counters them.
Mm-hmm.
Magnet Shroom is the opposite of that. Magnet Shroom feels like Magnet Shroom counters like half the zombies.
Magnet Shroom counters Buckethead, Screen Door, Football Zombie, Digger Zombie, Pogo Zombie. Come on, I know there's more. Come on, think. Please.
I mean,
does it counter the pole Volton zombie again?
Surprisingly, no.
doesn't he also block off the trash can zombies?
Oh, those are console exclusive. He nullifies Jack in the Box Zombie, Ladder Zombie. That's like 1, 2, 3.
That's like half of the zombies that
4,
actually
5,
special
6, 7. That's 7 zombies.
Yep, completely counterable by.
Completely countered by one plant. That's insane value for
Yeah.
175.
Yeah. And then there's also, like... Honestly, I always loved Spike Rock. We could talk about Spike Rock. When we get around, but-
Later.
Oh my
maybe.
god, Spike Roxy, that's awesome.
Oh my god.
No.
Oh my god.
Alright, well, I think that's all we have to say about it. Let's move on to the levels, like, themselves. Favorite levels, like, that play on, you know?
I don't have a favorite level. The main thing I noticed about the levels in this game is that they spend one level introducing you to like a certain concept or zombie, and then they take that and basically make an like Act 2, if you will, where they use that but much harder, more frequently, just more flags in general. Especially Fog. That's where I most noticed it.
Yeah. The levels do
Fog-
get incredibly longer later down as you go.
And they probably did that because they have like 4 levels normally, then conveyor belt, then another 4 levels, and then another conveyor belt. I feel like that's why it's like that.
Hmm.
Fog feels really unfocused.
Yeah, no, fog is probably my least favorite, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, Fog's probably my least favorite too, to be honest. I don't hate Fog. I just think Fog's kind of like whenever I'm replaying through the game, because I replay this game like pretty frequently. Like I do like a big run of the game every year or so, like because it's not that long of a game.
I would give some compliments to the fog level's positive attributes, but I can't see them. Sorry.
Yeah, exactly.
Ah,
It's always like the Fog level. I'm always like, oh god. I always think the best thing about Plants
Yeah.
vs Zombies, though. Oh, sorry, Sirsplaysalot. You go.
No,
ahead.
no, no. I was just saying. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it's like it's. I was gonna bring up another thing. Plants vs Zombies having, the whole idea of the inventory system. I briefly touched upon it when we talked about the Balloon Tower Defense comparisons. But what I like about the fact that the game doesn't just go, oh, you have to bring this plant. The game lets you do whatever you want. You can bring whatever plants you want. You could beat the entire game without fucking any sunflowers, which Guy Who Exists done.
hello, I did that twice.
Yeah, and did it with the sequel.
Which, by the way, you can't do that.
Because there are literally
You
levels
can't
that
do
are
it
like,
anymore. You can't do it anymore.
there are
Damn.
literally
No, I
levels
actually got around those levels with some bullshit semantics, but that's also a topic for another day.
Yeah.
Maybe if I ever turn that series into like an actual video series, then I'll explain my reasoning.
That'd be interesting. I was gonna bring
Yeah,
up.
I'm sure.
I mean, I think so, but I was gonna bring up
Yeah.
how Plants vs Zombies, like the level design is like you're never forced to bring anything, which I like, because again, as I brought up, you can beat the game without any sunflowers. But another thing I really like is not only just that, but the game's like level design is like it kind of does slightly force your hand a little bit, where you're like the night levels, you now technically have to bring sunflowers, or the or grave buster.
the balloon zombies.
Well, that's fog, ain't it? Yeah. With fog, you can.
Yeah, I know. I was just using it as an example
Yeah.
of the it forces your hand.
Yeah, it's like
Lily pad and fuck, what was his name? Flower pot. Yeah.
flower pots, lily pads. They're not mandated, but and then it's like if you don't upgrade your like hand the entire time, that leaves you with 7 to 8 plants you can bring. If I'm remembering.
Mostly eight, because like the 8 seed slots is like maybe 10,000, I think, and then 9 seed slots is 20,000, and 10 seed slots is a staggering 80,000.
Yep. I remember grinding for that. That took me a long time to do.
Yeah, I bet that was fun. How many
Oh.
times did you have to replay Survival Endless
Not only just Survival Endless, I also did the whole.
or Zen Garden even?
Sold a lot of plants in Zen Garden, but I also did. I did the. There was a strategy that Nintendo Capri
Last
Sun did.
Stand, yeah, Last
Yeah, Last
Stand,
Stand.
where you're like an idol with Gloom Shroom and just put down a million marigolds everywhere.
Yep, I did
Now,
that.
what topic are we on again?
I forgot.
The levels themselves.
Yeah, the levels.
What do we think about the levels themselves? Sorry, we go
Yeah,
in.
Pretty
They're
good.
pretty good.
They give you just enough time to actually like set up a defense, to where, and especially since you can extend that time with plants like Potato Mine, to where it always feels like you can get like at least a full row of sunflowers before you need to put down like any attacking plants.
Yeah. I was going to bring up how, but as I was saying, like bringing in like forcing your hand and stuff, I like that. And Adventure Mode 2 fucking ruins it because now they actually force your hands.
We're gonna get. Hey, I think we're gonna mention Adventure 2 and like other stuff in the like do we have a stuff we don't like section? Because I
yeah,
think we're gonna mention it there.
yeah.
Okay, we're gonna mention it there. Shelved for now.
Yep. Um, anything else about the levels we
Pot
want to
it up
bring up?
and put on a shelf.
Yep. Anything else about the levels we want to?
No.
Yeah.
Okay,
No.
I think the best of the worlds would have to be the pool.
Mm-hmm.
The roof's probably my favorite.
I like the additional lane and the inclusion of lily pad.
All right. Sirsplaysalot, do you have anything you want to add?
No. I just.
Yeah, I also think
Yeah.
it's funny that you have to buy pool cleaners, otherwise there's just a lawnmower that just immediately falls in the pool and does
That's
nothing.
really funny. I love that.
Yeah.
So yay! I finally get to, and then just
Nope.
no.
Kills one zombie.
Hell yeah! I did.
No, it actually just goes one tile. You can kill as many zombies as it can. I know because I actually won a fog level that way.
Oh wow.
Because I absolutely refuse to buy pool cleaners or roof cleaners, honestly, until minigames. But
Yeah.
Don't you want to watch an ad on the mobile version to get a roof
I'm
cleaner?
playing Game of the Year.
I was making a joke. Oh yeah, by the way, I just want to mention this. So when I played the mobile version of the game, I was doing like an endless mode thing. And then I had to like go for something. And then when I came back, I just decided, hey, you know what? I have the amount of coins. I'll just buy this extra seed slot. And then as soon as I tried to go back to the endless mode, the game just immediately crashed.
Oh,
And I've never been able to load it.
Oh,
that
Oh, that
sucks.
sucks.
that does suck. All right. Well, since we're talking about the game itself, still, I actually want to diverge away from just the gameplay itself. Let's talk about the art style and the music, because I love the art style and the music.
So good. It's so good.
So good.
So good.
I feel like it reaches like the perfect balance of like, I guess, cutesy cartooniness and
And a gritty.
Realistic.
Yeah.
Realisticness.
I agree.
I really like how just detailed everything is. Like, even just going by this picture I posted, which is in like 360p, you can see Colonel Polt has like specific lines for each piece of corn. There's like dirt coming off of the digger's thing. The roof has like spots everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Just in general, the texture work in this game is absolutely phenomenal.
Oh yeah, PopCap really does do the whole cartoony angle extremely well. Like, and it definitely
which
shows
makes
here.
it weirder. Which makes it weirder when I say I like the look of the DS version better.
How do you do how?
I will say the DS version definitely has better versions of the music for some of the tracks.
Now you're just trolling me.
No, I'm not. Like Watery Graves DS is better than the
I am with
Cleaner
you 100% on that.
yes.
I actually don't remember the DS OST. Fake fan.
Fake fan. Call
Oh,
him
fake
out.
fan. Fake fan.
All right. Well, I mean, the music or the art style. Sorry, and then I want to bring up the music in a minute.
Music later.
I love the art style. They go for like, it's obviously very much a nice stylistic take that they took, because obviously at the time when you think zombie games, you think of shit like Left 4 Dead or Resident Evil,
Last of Us.
What's that one game? It's made by Capcom. It's not Resident Evil. It's Dead Rising. Dead Rising.
Dead
No,
Rising.
Yeah, Dead Rising. They do a good job with making it look different but like not making it too kiddish. Like the zombies still look like unnerving, but not like where you're terrified of them fully. Like you're not like screaming every time you see them.
I mean, I am
you know-
screaming every time I see Pogo Zombie.
You know it was supposed to be aliens originally?
Really?
No, it wasn't.
What?
Yeah, and then like one of the people working on it just drew like that zombie design, and they were like, "We should just go with this."
Is that true?
Plants versus. Imagine living in the Plants versus Aliens timeline.
Plants vs.
Yeah.
Aliens
Honestly,
3
I'd
is
like
shit.
I'd like to see that just to see how different it could have been.
Yeah, especially
And who
since
knows,
it
maybe
would've came out
if
in the
that's what
same
they went
year
with, the
as
franchise
Monsters
wouldn't be
vs.
dead.
Aliens. Yeah.
I was going to bring up that maybe some of the ideas of like the far future levels took inspiration from that original concept then.
Yeah, maybe.
Probably.
Because that would make sense for stuff like Far Future. Because Far
Yeah.
Future definitely has that cool design. But anyways, yeah, the art style. I do love also the fact that like a lot of the like it's not just lawnmower zombie or something like that. They have shit like a Zamboni or shit like
Zomboni.
Zomboni, my bad. Zombonis and it's just great. I'm glad that this game has such a distinct art style.
Like the bobsled, it fits with the whole cartoony aesthetic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the bobsled is one of my favorite ones. And it never shows up though, so that's good. For good reason, by the way. It's kind of annoying to deal with.
Yeah. Oh man.
Nah, but probably the funniest example to me, at least, of the game being really cartoony has to be the newspaper zombie.
Yeah, it gets
Ah,
so
he was-
good.
He was this close to finishing his Sudoku, man.
Where he's just an old man who just inexplicably, because like in cartoons when you piss off an old person and they just inexplicably gain like bodybuilder level athletic abilities.
Popeye. Like that's what I think of, but no, yeah, I agree.
Well, don't you mean Agatha Dimplecorn from Kung Fu Dino Posse?
I never watched Kung Fu Dino Posse, and I don't think
Can
I
you
ever
not?
will. Anyways, along with that, I was gonna also bring. What do you think about the art
Fucking-
style?
Oh my god.
What?
That had
What-
nothing to do with the video. I mentioned I was playing Crash 4 earlier. Why does the wall runner just not work when you spin boxes sometimes?
Don't worry.
Oh, maybe we'll do an episode on Crash. Oh, well, we are. No, fuck.
What?
Anyways, never mind. Back to what we were talking about. The art style. Sirsplaysalot, do you have anything you want to say about the art style?
No, I think I've said everything I want to say about it.
Okay. All right. Well, with the music portion, I love
The music is this is one of the best soundtracks in any video game.
Yes.
I have to agree. Like, I mean,
I mean, it's good, but I don't know if I would say it's the best. Crash Bandicoot 2, on the other hand.
Even
Yeah,
I
let's
might
say it-
I think I generally
like it a lot.
prefer. Oh, I think I
Might be one of the
generally
best.
okay.
I mean, you've got competition like Banjo Kazooie, Xenoblade
Plants-
2,
Plants
Plants
vs
vs.
Zombies
Skies.
2.
Really
Plants
deep
vs. Zombies
competition, you know?
Yeah, we got Plants vs Zombies 2.
Yeah, that one too.
I probably prefer that in soundtrack in general.
Well, in
but,
order,
like,
in order for Plants vs. Zombies 2 to have a better soundtrack, it would need to have more than one song per world. Oh, wait, it did.
ah,
man, y'all sound so happy right now.
yeah,
I wanted to
it did, didn't it?
I want to bring up.
Plants vs. Zombies 2 is kind of like the opposite of... You know how people are like, oh, well, what's his name? Shigeru Miyamoto's quote about a rush game always being bad in a game that had time taken into it being
Mhm.
forever good. You know how I think people have said that that's not true anymore because like updates and DLC and stuff. But like Plants vs. Zombies 2 ironically has had the opposite of that. It's gotten worse over time because
Which is
I think it peaked. I honestly think it peaked in version like 6.2.1.
hmm
Do you want to know what we are at the current version right now?
What?
it's like 8.
Hang on. PVZ's
12.5?
update history, 2025, 12.1.1.
God.
That was close.
I said 8 as a joke, and that was 4 below.
And that's a
8? We reached 8 in 2020.
that. I mean, I know a lot of people like PVZ2, especially
Wait,
guy who
we're
exists
talking
here.
about
But I
we're
was just
talking about PVZ2 getting ruined. Put a crying pea shooter in the thumbnail.
oh, you're right. You're right. Why haven't I done that yet?
We gotta put EA with a knife behind it.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyways,
Anyways,
back to the music.
with the music, I think that I like the soundtrack of PVZ 1 over 2. But here's one thing I will give PVZ 2 that I really like that they did. Unique fanfare depending on what level you're on. Like, instead of having, like, you know, the same fanfare play over and over, they actually change it depending on what world you're on. Like, if you're on, like, Ancient Egypt, Pirate Seas, or Wild West, like, I think...
Yeah, they use different instruments.
Yeah, and it's really cool. Like, yeah, it's still technically the same song, but it's also different with the whole motif of, like, where it is in the, how far you progress in the world, you know. I like that a lot. And I think it's really good.
Yeah.
And even though I know a lot of people probably don't... A lot of people probably would say, oh, well, the PVZ1 soundtrack... I mean, is it my favorite soundtrack in any video game? There's a lot of soundtracks in other games I like more, but I do think it's definitely probably up there as one of the best ones that they've made. Like, I mean, it's just... It's both mysterious while also being... What's the word? Ominous? I think that's the better word. Like, it's way more ominous than it is trying to be something... Yeah, never mind. I like the soundtrack, okay? That's all I'm trying to say. It's a great soundtrack.
Yeah, just say that.
Yeah. Zomboss's theme is probably the best song of the game, though, in my opinion.
Oh, we should have mentioned that in the Zomboss section. I forgot to mention it. Brainiac Maniac is like literally 11 out of 10.
It's a great song.
No notes.
It's a great song. I love it.
Yeah, well, Zombies on Your Lawn is a obvious 12 out of 10.
Oh yeah, obviously.
That's a great song that plays at the end. Yeah, I love it. Again, PvZ has a great soundtrack. And the credit of the good soundtrack
Clearly the
goes
best
to...
song in the game is the Jack in the Box.
Oh yeah, clearly.
Uh,
And the best song in PvZ2 is clearly Piano Zombie.
The music, shout out to Laura Shigihara. She did a great job.
She did Don't Forget.
Huh?
She did Don't Forget.
Don't forget.
From Deltarune.
Man. Oh yeah, Deltarune.
She has a
June
YouTube channel,
5th.
you know, check it out.
Oh yeah, by the way, Deltarune tomorrow.
I didn't know if you're gonna make that joke or you're gonna say Deltarune June 5th, because that's what I've been saying recently.
Also, yeah, Deltarune June 5th. Like, actually, I can't believe that happened.
Hey, wait, if saying that works, Crash Bandicoot 5 this year.
Sure.
You'll get next year. That's what will happen. You know, it's weird how many fucking shit happened this week. Like, I mean, from like announcement of like the Switch 2
God.
to Tomodachi Life 2 happening to damn. I'm trying to think of what else. Like, there's just so much shit that happened this week. I've barely been able to catch up on everything. Like, they announced Avengers Doomsday's casting. They announced all they need to
so
do,
much stuff.
Yeah, all they need to do is just go, hey guys, so Plants vs. Zombies 3 is actually going to release, and it's actually going to be peak. So, you know, you guys don't have to worry about the game being bad. Like, that's all they have
Didn't
to do.
it already release?
I think didn't they get pulled down?
Yeah,
I figured. They're cowards.
they'll rework it again.
Do it again. No,
For the third time. For the third time.
Yeah. Hell yeah, thank you. Thank you for...
I love development hell. I love development hell.
Send me back! Send me back!
That was such a cool place. I can't wait to go there.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, well, I hope you like it there, Roxy, because
Genuinely?
forever, whether you like it or
Jesus
not.
Christ. At this point, At this point, I genuinely just want them to mercy cancel PvZ 3.
I just want to
I mean,
see.
not that it doesn't deserve to exist, because I feel like that would be a bit mean. But like, God, they have tried 3 times, failed every single time in the most spectacular way possible. Just give up.
Yeah, it's gonna be stuck in development hell forever. Because hell is where
No, 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 we're not doing
No,
this again.
no.
Shut up.
Why not? It's a good song.
Yeah. Anyway, we were talking about art style until we got into a tangent about a bunch of other things. So I think we will move off the art style, and we will move on to the other modes. Mainly, the first one will be Zen Garden. What does everybody think about Zen Garden? It's like, I know
I've never played a version of the game with Zen Garden.
Pretty
It's
good.
relaxing.
It is
It's pretty good.
It's a great way to get money. That's all that matters.
Yeah, I sell
Especially-
plants to the black market.
Yeah. You sell it back to Crazy Dave. You don't know what Crazy Dave's
Yeah.
gonna do with those.
You actually,
I don't wanna know.
I remember trying my
Some-
hardest
like-
to
some-
get
some
every
like-
plant
some
in the
like-
game in the garden.
That's valid.
some overweight nerd guy with messy hair who's just all slimy comes in and is like, "Yes, I will enjoy this sunflower."
8,000 sun. 8,000 sun, please. Or dollars.
Ah.
Ching, and then
God.
walk away.
It's just that one creepy collector guy from the Powerpuff Girls.
Oh gosh. Okay, I don't think we have
Oh,
to
I
talk-
was thinking the sperm expert from Rick and Morty.
Oh, that's an
I'm not even gonna ask about
let's
that.
move on to
Moving on. Moving on.
no,
Moving
no,
on.
no,
Moving
no,
on.
no,
Shut
no,
up.
no. I don't want to know about the sperm collector. Anyways, let's talk about the mini games.
Ooh, the mini games. I actually prepared something for this.
Same. Kind of.
Fire away then.
Go away. Yeah. Go.
It's a tier list I made of the mini games.
Oh, okay.
Editor,
Yeah,
show it
got
on
it.
screen.
Editor, come on, put it on, please.
I'll put it on screen.
Thank you.
Yeah. Hold on.
But yeah, mini games. The mini games are for the most part pretty fun. You know, there's some that like just stink, like Invisigool or It's Raining Seeds. But yeah, that's like they're mostly pretty fun.
Open my laptop real quick.
Especially ones like Zombotany, Zombie Nimble, Zombie Quick, Whack-A-Zombie, Begooled, Last Stand. Yeah, fuck it. Unsodded from the unused Limbo page.
Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna.
No,
lie.
that.
Oh, sorry.
That's the only one that really stands out among those ones. What? Oh, no, that's an unused Limbo page minigame that isn't even there. It's just you dig up walnuts until you find a squirrel and then you immediately win. That's actually the minigame.
That's it. That's
it.
Else?
You just dig up. Yeah, there's not even any zombies. You just dig up
That's it?
walnuts.
That's the lost minigame? That was just a bunch of cheap digging!
I want to bring up. I fucking hate Invisigool.
Replaying Invisigool really opened my eyes to just how fucking bullshit that level is.
It is bullshit. Like, I had a run, and I got to the very end. Now, mind you, some zombies got through, and they took my lawnmower, and I had, like, fucking non-stop on the same row, motherfucking Zombotanies. Or Zombonies. Sorry, Zombonis. That's the name of another minigame, Zombotany.
It sounded like you said Zomboner.
Oh
No,
my
it
God.
didn't.
Ralph Boner.
Oh God, don't remind me of fucking WandaVision. That fucking show sucks. Anyways, yeah. No, Invisigool is bullshit.
They'll never know what you sacrificed for them.
Yeah, by enslaving them. You don't understand, guys. That show's great. It's peak Marvel
I
entertainment.
just understand Wanda was in the right.
Clearly.
Anyways, yeah, the mini games. Do we like? Okay, in all honesty, what is the worst minigame? Like that
Invisible.
Invisible?
I guess Invisible.
It's like It's the only minigame that I would genuinely put in F tier.
Either Invisible
you're-
or Raining Seeds. I don't remember.
Know your fucking place, trash. At least it's Raining Seeds is decently fun where you make unorthodox defenses, even if it takes like 10 years for that to get going. Invisible gives you one pea shooter every 15 seconds and expects you to deal with bucket heads every wave.
Yeah, that's another thing. There's like non-stop bucket waves. Like it got.
I don't know who was messing with the like values for which zombies can spawn in because should I explain how the zombie spawning in this game works, or should I save that for later? Because it's a very intricate.
You can go ahead.
So how this game handles spawning zombies is like it rolls some number. It has a predetermined number, like how many zombies can spawn per wave, and like say the number is 2 for right now. So that means that it could either spawn 2 regular zombies or 1 conehead, because that's the value of a conehead zombie. 2, and that goes for every single zombie. So that's why stronger zombies usually don't come in big groups unless you're playing like I guess survival or last stand.
All right, that's interesting.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, you can look up the values if you want to, but I'm not going to do it. You do it.
Okay. I won't because, we're here right now. Yeah. The minigames, though, I will say, is one thing that I know a lot of people would say, oh, they didn't really get rid of it for PvZ2. They did, in my opinion. Like,
Yeah, but the thing is, for PvZ2, they don't have their own like menu where you can actively select them. You have to remember what specific adventure stages.
So it's a good thing they're marked, isn't it? They're marked as minigame stages. You know that, right?
Are you referring to the lines being around the?
Yes, that indicates that it's a minigame level or conveyor belt. Is that not enough for you?
Oh no, a little menu would
I
have been
thought I
nice.
remembered checking that to see if that was actually how it worked, and then it was a normal stage. So
No. I don't even know at this point.
Maybe it updated by the time of us talking about it, and now it's like fucking.
Oh, yeah.
shit.
Oh yeah,
now
probably.
every level has that marking.
I shoot
Good luck.
myself.
Good luck. Good luck trying to find it. Have fun.
Good luck.
Good
I'm
luck.
shooting myself.
I know, like, we haven't really talked too much about the minigames. I just love the fact that one thing I really like about the minigames is the fact that they reference other PopCap games, not just like
Zombie Aquarium, Heavy Weapon comes to mind. Begooled, obviously, and Begooled Twist as well. Because, side note, did any of you figure out how Begooled Twist worked? Because I just kind of spam until I win, honestly. I still to this day don't know how it works.
Well, how it works is it twists, like that 4 quadrants, they'll twist.
Well, yeah, but it's like way too hard
You know what?
to make matches.
I wasn't a fan of Zombaquarium either.
Zombaquarium. Zombie Aquarium.
Oh, it's Zombaquarium? I thought it was Zombinaquarium for my whole life.
Zombie.
I don't know. I don't really care.
It
was. I just thought it was really tedious.
Not really.
It just kind of. It's just feeding frenzy. That's all.
Well, okay. You know what? I should mention then the aliens that were originally intended were the aliens from Insane Aquarium.
Oh.
Maybe
that's what it's actually based off, not Feeding Frenzy. I thought it was Feeding Frenzy for the longest time because that's another thing that EA and I think
it's literally called Zombaquarium. It's Insane Aquarium.
I never even heard of Insane Aquarium
until
right now. I didn't even know that existed. I'm sorry. Okay. Do we have anything else we want to bring up about the minigames, or should we just go straight to the puzzles? Also,
have any of you actually played the Limbo Page minigames aside from me?
I have not. I've seen you play them, though.
Oh. Well, I might as well just mention them a tiny bit more in depth, because There are some like clearly cut ones for obvious reasons, like Squirrel, Can You Dig It, and Dark Stormy Night and Bungee Blitz. But also on the same thing, there's levels like
Wait,
Unsodded.
Bungee what?
Bungee Blitz, 5-5 but harder.
Yay!
no.
Can you say that again?
No, I won't. No, I will not. There's also mini games like Unsodded where you don't have the top and bottom lane to plant on, but zombies still come there, so you have to figure out a way to deal with that for 4 flags. That's kind of cool. There's Sunny Day where sun is 50 sun instead of 25. I wonder what that references. High Gravity, which is a roof level where every single projectile has like no range and you have to use fume shrooms. That one's pretty cool. There's Art Challenge Sunflower and Walnut, which are seeing stars, except
Yeah. It's just a different-
there's like also a few other stuff like Air Raid, which is just a level with 1,000,000 balloon zombies, and it's really funny. But the
Oh, I
ones
thought
that
was the one with Gatlin P on the DS
that's
version.
DS. That's actually a DS one. Yeah, that's also a really good mini game.
Is it called Air Raid there? Or is
Yeah,
it
it's called Air Raid. Yeah, it's called Air Raid. They just have 2 mini games called Air Raid.
Nice.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna quickly mention DS minigames. Air Raid is amazing. Bomb Altogether is a fun puzzle, and Home Run Strike or whatever it was called is like fine. But the thing that most intrigues me about the Limbo page, it has Survival Endless Day, Night, Fog, and Roof.
Which was sadly not implemented.
Could you fucking imagine?
I hate the fact that's only a mobile exclusive, ain't it? Or was it?
No.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
No, it's a Limbo page exclusive.
Sorry, I was thinking Last Stand has multiple
Oh,
variations.
We'll get to that in a second when we talk about the puzzle mode. But yeah,
I know
that really
there's,
sucks.
Sorry.
I feel like I was gonna mention something else
I know
about
that there.
Okay, just say your thing while I try to remember.
Sorry. Yes. Since you can't remember what you wanted to say, I remember that there. I just died in the most embarrassing way. Good thing you can't see it.
All right,
But
all right, good thing.
I just remembered that isn't there like a console version of the game that had like a versus mode, but like it's not available for sale?
Yeah, which I guess I could bring up because I actually play. There's also a co-op mode as well on the Xbox 360 version.
I played the versus mode against that guy who was obsessed with zombies in my old neighborhood.
Versus mode is fun. I do think, there's it's a pretty fun mode. I enjoy it. I'm not very good at it.
I probably would have been better at it if I had actually played the first game at that point, because I didn't know how obviously broken Bungie Zombie must have been in versus mode.
I mean, it kind of is. I can't remember. There's like a video going on.
I remember now.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I remember now. Ice level. That's what I was trying to talk about. Ice level is a completely just not even started level where it starts you out with 6 seed slots of the main 6 plants you get without sunflower, of course. There are no zombies. You don't get to pick your plants. No sun falls from the sky, and like 10 seconds in, the lose sound effect plays. I'm pretty sure it was an I'm pretty sure it was like an April Fool's joke among the dev team that they forgot to properly cut out, so it's just stuck in the limbo page.
I wonder.
It sounds like purgatory.
I wonder if that was put for privacy or piracy.
Anti-piracy, probably. Piracy, probably not.
Anti-privacy.
And anti-privacy.
Anti-privacy.
I just
they needed to become public.
Just in bed at night.
Yeah.
Just in bed at
Oh.
night, I turn sunflowers staring at me from across the room.
Oh yeah. Also, I forgot to mention. I also forgot to mention the DS minigames. Heatwave is probably better than Big Trouble Little Zombie. I can't really decide.
Oh.
It's kind of a. It's kind of. It kind of hurts to play on emulator though.
Well, a heat wave was the only like instance in which I had ever yelled for like several years of my life. I'm not used to doing it.
You could blow. That's
I'm not
gonna-
that's how
I'm
you're
not gonna
supposed to do it.
I wasn't gonna blow my DS. I wasn't old enough at the time.
Oh my God, Roxy.
Okay.
Um,
At this point, I'm numb to it.
I'm gonna. Alright, I know you guys hear me digging in the background. I'm actually gonna look at the Xbox 360 version since I actually have it on my Xbox. I wanted
Oh
to
yeah,
see.
Xbox 360.
Yeah, it has.
It has an exclusive. No, it doesn't. I think it has an exclusive minigame. It's Heavy Weapon, right?
Yes, heavy weapon. But I think there's one more. But I could be wrong. Let me see.
I don't think so. I know there's a. I know there's an exclusive on the DSi version. Play a lot.
What game is? Which mini game is that?
I think one where you have like a cage with crows or something.
I think so. I don't remember the name of it.
All right. Well, was it good?
I don't think I've ever played it, honestly.
God
I just
damn it,
saw the
okay.
trailers.
God damn it.
Yeah, it's only heavy
My
weapon.
DSi is long since gone, so
All right. Well,
I wouldn't even.
shame.
Heavy
Yeah.
weapon is pretty cool though. I can't deny. It's
Yeah.
fun to play.
I've heard of it. I've heard it's pretty good, and I think
Heavy.
there's one more like exclusive minigame version exclusive, buttered popcorn, where you have 4 cob cannons on a pool level, and if you tap a zombie, they get butter, and you have to manage that for 2 flags. It's really fun actually.
That's actually,
Yeah.
From
yeah,
what I
that
remember.
actually sounds really cool.
They probably did it because they were on mobile, and I guess moving that across your mouse was probably awful, so they kept that in the old. No, it's exclusive to the old mobile version as well. That's the weirdest part.
So it's
Like
technically.
PvZ HD.
Oh, so just like PvZ2, the first game got worse over time.
Yeah, absolutely. It got worse over time, but that's for later.
Um,
Is there anything else with the minigames?
I wanted to bring up
Um,
because I don't have
I like Whack-A-Zombie.
Whack-A-Zombie.
Oh yeah, Whack-A-Zombie's fun. Whack-A-Zombie is my favorite rhythm minigame. I don't know about you.
I agree.
Yo, Rhythm Heaven, but with
Yeah,
zombies.
Rhythm Heaven. Yeah, Rhythm
Rhythm
Heaven.
Zombie. I wanted to bring up the. So there is the co-op version. I don't really hear too many people talk about it. Basically, it's you pick 5 plants and then your friend picks 5 plants, and only they can plant those plants.
Zombies.
No, this is
Pretty sure they pick zombies.
No, this is co-op.
Oh, co-op! I've never heard of co-op.
You never heard of co-op? Oh, it's awesome.
No!
I actually have a planned playthrough with Pizza Man. We did a full. We're going to upload that soon. But the co-op mode is basically you get to pick between 5 plants, and then you get to do. Let me look. You have. Because I'm on the Xbox right now, I can look because I can't remember exactly how many levels there are. Because like you would think it'd just be like the normal roof and stuff. Yeah, there's co-op day, co-op night, co-op pool, co-op bowling, co-op hard, co-op
Wait,
hard
bowling?
day. Yeah, co-op bowling, co-op hard day, co-op hard night, hard pool, hard roof, and then co-op Zomboss. And it is pretty
Ooh.
fucking cool. And then there's obviously versus mode. I don't really need to describe that too much. Basically, one person plays as a zombie, one person plays as the plants. Another funny thing is, I think this is on the mobile version. Let me see if I can find it. You can relook at
Which one?
mail. I was trying to see
Which one?
if it has the zombie counter. Oh, leaderboard.
Oh yeah, that's also in the old version. The leaderboard, that is just really funny to look at. And also a decent zombie counter, even if it literally goes up to space.
Yep. It's really cool. You can look at your achievements. One of the achievements I do not have, but I am trying to get, is Alive and Planting. Survive 40 ways of pure zombie furiosity.
Furiosity.
Yeah.
Furiosity.
Yep.
Furiosity.
Curiosity.
No, not Furiosity.
Oh, I didn't even notice that was an Xbox home button. Oops. But yeah, it's pretty cool. The Xbox 360 version is an amazing version of Plants vs Zombies. That's all I have to say.
Let's talk about next, or
Next, we're talking about puzzle mode.
what's puzzle
Yeah.
mode?
Yeah, I don't know
What
what
do you
you're
mean?
talking.
You don't know
What do you mean you don't know what's Facebreaker, iZombie, and Last Stand if you're on mobile?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, I don't like. I actually don't like Facebreaker. I just want to get this out of the gate.
Facebreaker is extremely easy. Facebreaker.
Yeah,
Also,
Facebreaker's pretty easy.
And it's worse in PvZ too.
Oh, don't even remind me about PvZ2 Facebreaker. Who designed that?
It's just like its own thing in the menu, unlike the other mini games, and like it has just a couple levels, and they're all terrible.
And Bumblebee ass edition, honestly.
Yeah, it's not very fun.
The only good thing is that I think it's funny that there's a Vase Gargantar who has the shattered pieces.
Oh yeah,
around
that's really
it.
funny.
Mm.
But you know what I don't think is funny? Putting 10 Poncho zombies, they're not 10, 15 even, in the same like level when I have like 3 chili beans to I don't like it. I don't like PvZ2 Facebreaker in the slightest. It's like one of the few things in PvZ2 that I will just concede over being awful.
Yeah.
Wait, are we accidentally doing a joint episode of the first
No.
of PvZ 1.8?
No,
No, we're not. No, we're gonna do that one day though.
Hopefully, that would be cool.
See you in episode 18.
See you next year. No,
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, you say that now, then you start editing it.
Yeah. Plants.
Oh yeah, good
Plants
point.
vs Zombies. Puzzle modes are really cool. I definitely love. I love Vasebreaker to an extent because it's just so fun just to plow through it. But it's obviously not the best. There's a lot of problems with it, especially with how easy it is. Another mode I really like is the iZombie. iZombie is probably one of the funnest ones out of all of them.
Oh yeah, iZombie's really
Oh yeah,
fun.
that one's really cool.
Yeah.
I think it's a really cool role reversal.
Yeah.
Yeah. On top of that, it's just fun to play.
On top of counterpoint, Colonel Polt. I'm joking.
Oh no, the real counterpoint is Magnet Shroom, honestly.
Yeah.
They always put him in the middle lane, which locks you out of every single metal zombie, which is a lot of them.
All of them. It's like, oh, don't worry, you don't need Buckethead,
Or football zombie.
or
Or ladder zombie.
screen
Just
door
do an
zombie.
homage.
Or screen door zombie.
You just need to do an homage to that time Geico did a crossover commercial with the Coneheads. Remember that?
I think so.
No,
Think
I don't think I've ever seen a Geico ad.
There was a Geico commercial where it was the fucking Coneheads from that weird 80s movie. Which, by the way, Rick and Morty Season 7 references Coneheads, so
So
Okay. But Last Stand, I love Last Stand, but man, the fact that you can't do any other Last Stands and that they're locked to the iOS version and Android version, it fucking sucks.
yeah, it's exclusive to mobile.
what a dumb decision.
Yeah, it's very dumb, especially since it's really fun.
Yeah.
How hard can it be to implement that?
Not at all, because it's already made.
Mm-hmm. Yes, probably he would have to maybe do like a little bit of.
And even if you want to play the Last Stand on mobile, you're gonna have to pay 100,000 coins.
Which is bullshit.
100,000 coins.
100,000 coins for 4 levels in an endless mode.
The reason because of this is just because EA and PopCat to an extent are both greedy, but whatever. And also because they know where their target demographic is, the mobile phone department. Anyways, yeah, it just sucks. I do like Last Stand though, playing it, and also grinding out some money out of it. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Anybody want to say anything about puzzle mode?
No. Pretty cool.
iZombie Endless is bullshit, and I hate it.
Yeah, getting 10 flags on that is not fun. All right.
I like Wintermelon. I feel I know
That's not related.
I know that sounds like a non sequitur, but on Last Stand.
Oh yeah, I
I
get you.
mean,
All right. Let's now talk
Anything
about.
left?
why is it called puzzle
Yeah.
mode though? They're not really puzzles.
I guess because
I
they're just
mean,
more fleshed out mini
technically they
games.
are.
Well, Facebreaker
Well,
is.
you
but
say that, but iZombie isn't in the minigame tab, and
I miss.
Last Stand is exclusively pool.
Yeah. All right. Let's talk about survival mode, which is genuinely my favorite part of replaying this fucking game.
Survival mode, holy shit!
Peak.
Survival
I
mode,
see.
man.
That's
I
when.
see. They call it puzzle mode because it puzzles you why they didn't do other Last Stands.
Oh, I guess.
Well,
But survival.
It's a good thing PVC2 did them instead.
Yeah. Survival
And
mode.
Endless Mode.
Survival mode is peak. I have nothing else to say. I love it.
Yeah, it's just so good.
One of my friends describes survival mode as when the kids go to bed, then the adults start playing. Like that's their hard mode right there. It's like that's when when they take the
survival
gloves off
mode.
you.
Survival mode is when the game stops holding back.
Yeah, many people would say that PvZ, like you could technically say that the entire game is just a tutorial, but once you get all your toys and everything ready, now it's actually time that you get your ass handed to you in survival mode. 100% of this game as a whole is just such a fun experience. Like every time I play it, I always try to 100% it. There's like 100%, true 100%, then getting all the achievements. But anyways, I love survival mode the most out of everything else in this game. I would say it's the best part of the game. It's survival mode. Too bad they.
Yeah.
But anybody has anything to say about survival mode?
The fact they locked survival hard onto everything but iOS pisses me off.
Wait, what did they do? Survival hard?
Survival hard, where instead of 5 flags, you survive 10 flags. It's awesome. I love it.
Oh yeah, no.
I didn't have enough time to. I didn't have enough time to replay it, but I love it.
Yeah,
It's so fun, and it's not on the mobile versions, which is the most easily accessible.
Yep, that is true. All right. Well, are we all done with Survival Endless?
Oh yeah, Survival Endless.
Or Survival Mode.
What's
sorry.
your? All right, yeah, Survival Endless. Real quick, what is your high score?
39 flags.
Oh, it's been so long since I last played it.
I don't
Oh.
remember.
Okay, am I seriously the only other one who remembers? My high score was 22, but I also haven't actually tried to beat it for a while.
No, I said mine.
No, you did, you did, but the other two didn't. Are you fucking for real?
Yeah, we are abysmal, I guess.
Yeah, you suck at this. It's a good thing you brought me over for this episode, otherwise it would have sucked.
Oh my god. Anyways.
Anyway, and one final thing about Survival Endless. Here's some trivia. The spawn rate caps out at 50. So that's how. So to beat Survival Endless, technically Survival beat Endless, is to reach flag 51, and then you beat it. Congrats.
Damn.
So it's not endless.
Yeah, it's
That's false advertising.
It's like
False advertising.
It's like Monotro.
Plants vs Zombies lies. It's actually a very bad video game, and I hate it. And if you like it,
But
then
actually, could you impossible like a survival impossible mode where
Immediately
where it's just like 50 flags? That would be awesome.
All right. Okay, now that we're done.
Moving on.
All right. Let's go through the hated stuff, like the stuff that we don't like about Plants vs Zombies, our big negatives.
Okay.
We'll start with Guy, and we'll go down the line.
Okay, I actually listed these off a few days ago. Okay, so a few plants, a few zombies, the usual. Those don't really bother me too much, as I just don't use them or just kill them immediately. Yeah, what you already said. Invisible and It's Raining Seeds, bad minigames. Don't like them in the slightest. Especially Invisible, piece of shit RNG fest. Adventure. No, not okay. We'll get to that later. I think some of the prices in the shop are ridiculous. Like especially 80,000 for 10 seed slots.
I just realized.
Oh yeah, we'll talk about that later. some of the prices in Crazy Dave's Twitty Dinkies are absolutely ludicrous.
Yeah.
Like 30,000 for a new tab for
Plants in the Zen Garden.
for the Zen Garden, and you only get to put like 8 plants in there.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Some and the main thing I don't like about this game, and that I never ever do when I replay it, is Adventure 2.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure. Do we all share the sentiment that Adventure 2 is bad?
New game.
You want to play the same game? It's like you want to play the same game but worse.
Yeah,
And the-
I already. I'm just gonna read off what I typed to Caroline, because that just puts in exactly my thoughts on that. If I can find it. Adventure 2 sucks on a day. Adventure 2 sucks. It takes away 3 of your at most 10 seat slots and staples you to 3 random, usually useless plans for whatever strategy you want to pull off, and severely limits you from choosing your own plans for a strategy, which is the fun of Plants vs. Zombies. You could look at it as an extra challenge to play these levels again with having to base your strategy around the 3 plants picked for you if you want to be wrong, but on top of that, there's basically no noticeable change to the difficulty, so it's basically just hindering you from wanting to replay the game. Also,
Yeah,
side note, I'm imagining PvZ 2 with Adventure 2 rules, and I want to throw up in my mouth. Holy shit! Thank God they didn't do that.
By the way, I'd like you to keep in mind that like on the DS version at least, you can't. There's not even a level select. You have to play. So you're just locked into Adventure 2.
Yeah, you're just locked into Adventure 2 on everything but current like mobile devices, because I don't know. Do the console ports have a level select?
No,
I don't know.
No.
Plants vs Zombies on Xbox literally continues Adventure 2. Like,
Game of the Year edition doesn't have a level select either. Are you fucking kidding me?
And that's another thing. Like, I think the reason, the not good reason, is probably because they're like, well, we want you to have a challenge to find the fucking Yeti zombie, which is honestly one of the things whenever I 100%ed this game was the Yeti zombie.
I forget the Yeti zombie even exists.
The Yeti zombie is probably one of the dumbest achievements you can get, because there's only 2 ways, from my knowledge, on how you can get them. You can play through Adventure Mode 2, which have fun with that. That's how I did it. I hated it. And you have to go all the way to World 4-9 to just hopefully find him, because he'll appear in the darkness. That's it. And
4-10.
Oh yeah, 4-10, not 4-9, my bad. I'm gonna...
Yeah, I remember when I played the DS version of the game, and there's like this one zombie that's never fucking showed up. And I was like, do I have to replay the game, but like with Crazy Dave sticking his dick in my seed slots again?
Yeah, that's like that's another thing that I really hated about Adventure Mode 2 was it's basically just, do you want to replay the game, but this time we get to pick some of your plants? And no, like, that's the entire reason why you would. Also,
no, I don't.
It's also twice as long, too. Like, it takes way longer to get through it. The only good thing about it is the fact that you don't have to deal with the very beginning tutorial stuff. But even still, it's not a good reason to go and play it. And I highly recommend, if anybody wants to play through PvZ, just play through the other way how you can get the Yeti zombie, which I didn't bring up. The only way how you can get the zombie Yeti, in another way, is playing through Survival Endless, and he'll randomly appear.
Hang on. I'm pretty sure the Yeti zombie has a... So, you remember that unit system in terms of the spawn rate that I mentioned?
Yeah.
Where, like, a regular has 1, Kona has 2, so on. I'm pretty sure Yeti has, like, a 4,000.
I'd still rather do that than play through Adventure Mode 2.
Fair point.
I'd also like to mention, Crazy Dave's a fucking asshole for saying, hey, I want to choose some of your plants for... Dude, this is a life or death situation in universe.
Yeah.
Yeah. And not to mention, he literally says, man, these zombies won't stop coming. At the very start, even though...
Excuse me?
5-10... I'm gonna ignore that. Even though 510 literally had them give up and want to do a music video.
Yeah. We just want to do a music video with you guys now. Like, that's...
Adventure 2 out of 10.
It's such a dumb end, and I love it.
I love how
Yeah,
that's...
it's peak.
And one of the few dance party endings that works.
Yeah, I was gonna say PVC
Yeah,
has
it's not
a
just me,
dance party ending.
It clearly means PVZ2 is a bad game because it character assassinated the zombies given up.
Mhm.
Unbelievable.
Anything else we hate about the game? I mean, Avenger Mode 2 is my least favorite, but...
I feel like aside from like the current,
problem.
I guess the current Android version with the monetization and the pricing and the fucking lawnmower thing. God, what were they thinking? But yeah, that's about it.
Here's one thing I don't like about Plants vs. Zombies.
Yeah.
Although I do like the Tree of Wisdom, I just think it kind of sucks that after 500 feet... Or wait, not after 500 feet. Isn't it after like... I don't remember
100 feet.
Yeah, after 100 feet, he just stops giving you advice. Which I get, like, yes, there's only so much they can tell you. But, man, I wish then you would just say, okay, I can't grow anymore. Because I'm about to hit, like, the ceiling of the game or something. I don't know.
No, the ceiling of the ceiling of the ceiling of the Tree of Wisdom is like 2 billion and some change. So good luck.
But yeah, I find it funny that you can dig to China.
That's a cool thing.
Oh yeah, but that's only in the mobile version, sadly. But yeah, that's really cool.
It's in the DS version as well.
Oh yeah, I mean, I guess. Well, it's not in Game of the Year, basically.
All right. I did add this as a little lightning round.
The game definitely feels like the people who made it cared, except for when they did the fog levels. But it feels like
I feel like by fog they were running out of ideas.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
that really kind
So don't
and they really
force a
shot
bunch of unnecessary plants and zombies. Just like, I don't know.
Well, I
add more
mean, quota, man.
How
about you quotee? I was gonna say quotees nuts as a joke.
All right. I'll be right back.
All right.
I guess it paused. So I say whatever you want.
I'm going to say all of the slurs.
Oh my god, man! The heroes in Plants vs Zombies heroes, specifically the plant heroes. Oh my god! Oh my lord! Oh my!
Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out.
Hear me out, Chompzilla.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
feel like Rose doesn't get enough appreciation.
I was going to say, hear me out, Solar Flare.
Why do you
but
want her
she's
to-
clearly a lesbian?
Yeah, Solar Flare and Green Shadow are lesbians, with Green Shadow being a trans lesbian. She's just like me for real. I'm not, but
okay,
I'm one of those.
Yeah, okay. Actually, while we're on that topic, what's your favorite design in Plants vs Zombies Heroes? Serious.
It has to be
Serious?
Green Shadow. It's just a really cool design.
Solar Flare. They somehow made the sunflower cuter.
Yeah, I mean, all they really do is just give her goggles and some leaf
hair, a shirt.
Thank God she finally put on a shirt.
I'm back.
Who's clearly the best Fantastic Four member.
Man, they gave
Say
her
that
a shirt.
again.
Boo! Take it off. No, I'm joking.
Okay. So one last thing to talk about before we cap off and give our final thoughts. You guys want to talk about?
Pop cap off.
Yeah, before we pop cap off. Just real quick, what would you guys rank the other games in comparison to PvZ1? Just real quick, no other thoughts.
Okay.
PvZ2. We'll start with Guy.
Okay,
we'll go down.
10.
Okay.
No, 11. It's my favorite game in the whole world.
7. Roxy.
PvZ2. It's all right.
What's the ranking? What's the ranking?
PVC 1.
Ranking.
Wait, we're talking about.
I'll tell you here in a
I
second.
guess a 5 out of 10. Like, I like the main game, but then everything else just fucking is
Okay.
abysmal. Like, having to grind for the new plants.
Okay. Sir plays a lot. What would you rank PVZ 2 out of 10 in comparison to this game? What would you rank it?
I thought we were talking about the first.
No, we
okay,
will. We will at the end. We can give our final thoughts.
I guess does a lot of things right compared to the first, but also a lot of things wrong.
So, out of 10?
It's PVZ 2 I guess 7.
Okay. Garden Warfare. If you haven't played it, just say haven't played or skip, whichever one.
9. I really like it.
8.
Warfare is a 8.
Roxy,
And
10. Okay. Garden Warfare 2.
I
Haven't played it.
Yeah.
Uh,
I have the game
can't
downloaded,
say.
though.
okay, so I'm the only one who played it. 9. PVZ Heroes. We'll start with Guy and go all the way down to the end with Sirsplaysalot. Go ahead.
Honestly, 8. It's a decently fun card game, but it wears out its welcome with too much RNG.
7 out of 10 for me. Roxy.
10.
Okay, is it just because of Solar Flare and Green Shadow?
No, I genuinely think it's a lot of fun. I like playing as Infinity, just so you know. I
Alright.
don't even like playing as horny plants.
All right, moving on.
All right. So,
8.
all right. Battle for Neighborville.
Never played it, never will.
4.
It was free on PS Plus once, and I still didn't want it.
All right.
I played it. I guess 6. It's okay.
And that's all of them.
Yeah, it's all of them.
Yep. All right. Cool.
All right,
About that
bye.
Facebook
No,
game.
no, no, no,
Now
no,
to
no,
rate
no.
the first game.
I don't think anyone played
Okay.
PvZ Adventures or any of the like 5 million Chinese versions of PvZ 2.
Okay. Well, final thoughts on Plants vs Zombies. We'll go down the line one last time. So.
All right. I feel Plants vs Zombies is absolutely like very well designed, incredibly fun. It's beautiful. It sounds amazing. It's tons of fun, but there's like a few things that weigh it down. So I feel like my replay actually technically lowered my score from a 10 to a 9.5. But like 9.5 out of 10 is like basically a perfect score anyway. So yeah.
I love this game. It's my favorite tower defense game, even after playing Balloons, after even playing games that many people would probably not consider it, like Heart of Iron or any of these other games that wouldn't really be considered tower defense, but some people do. I'm just saying, I played Heart of Iron. But in conclusion, for Plants vs. Zombies 1, I would honestly probably give it 9 out of 10. I love it. The gameplay's great. The style's awesome. I don't know what else I can ask for. Like, literally, I don't know. I mean, if they added in a fast forward feature, I would have loved it more, but they didn't.
I remember being in a conversation like yesterday where I basically called PvZ1 a model game, which yeah, it is. It's a model on how to make tower defense fun.
Roxy?
I think it's good, but a bit overrated. You know what I mean? Like what Guy said, it's definitely a good model, but at a certain, it does feel like there's some elements of it that are missing, like the turbo
Like a speed up button, like a speed up button, like a speed up button.
Yeah.
Sorry, something.
Some guys.
The lack
my
of
throat.
a turbo button is actually my biggest problem with the first game.
All right.
All right,
Because it's so slow otherwise.
moving on.
All right. Sir plays a lot. Oh wait,
Actually, you forgot to give your score.
Yeah, what's your score?
Oh yeah, for Roxy's score.
Sorry. That's
Probably like a 7.
What? Whatever. Moving on.
Anyways,
I've committed blasphemy. Burn me at the stake.
Yeah.
it's
Okay.
Go ahead. Sir,
There's
please.
me. It's got the gameplay is simple but addicting. It's got a cute and gritty art style. It's got a great soundtrack, tons of variety and content with the mini games. Yeah, I love this game to bits, even if I prefer 8 other games over it. But a 9 out of 10.
All right. Well, those are our
No,
thoughts,
that's-
our thoughts and opinions, and all these other things on Plants vs Zombies. Facts. If you guys liked it, please like, comment, share, subscribe. Also, go find these amazing people. They will have all their links down below. Thanks again for a guy who exists who joined us on this episode. And
See you next time, I guess.
see you in the distant future. Maybe not
Not
so
that
distant.
distant.
Maybe the far
Maybe not so
future
distant.
if you do.
Ah!
See what I did there? All right.
You'll see me in Jurassic Marsh.
All
I can't breathe the atmosphere.
right. Thank you all for watching.
See me in the Wild West, because that reminds me of the desert surface from Gurren Lagann. I'm gonna finish
Wait,
Gurren
don't we
Lagann.
usually?
I
don't
only
we
have 2
usually-
episodes left. It's so fantastic. I love it.
Oh, and I guess you
Wait,
guys
don't we
see
usually
me
plug
medieval. I'm still playing Dragon.
Don't we? Hey, don't we usually plug before we do the outro?
We normally just say all of our links are down below now.
Oh.
Sadly,
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
we
We're
don't want.
shortening it.
Yep, we gotta shorten it. This episode's already 2 hours long.
We-
See you guys.
we-
What? Unbelievable. Anyway.
Goodbye.
We've had an issue.
Oh.
We've had an issue where the outros go on for way too long.
Yep. Speaking of
Oh
which,
yeah, I remember.
all right. See you
Farewell.
all later. Goodbye.
Farewell, everybody.